Oh, here we go. Welcome back. This is the last Thursday of Mental Health Awareness Month, and we are honored to have Connect Summit County back. We very much enjoyed having them here every single week of this month to focus on resources, events, and so much more right here in Summit County and beyond. And today we're going to continue that conversation. We have Julia Sembrat, Executive Director of Connect Summit County, here with us, as well as Brooks Endicott and Natalie Herron. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us once again, Christine. We appreciate you, and I'm so happy to have some guests with me today. This is our wonderful board chair, Natalie Herron, and our newest board member, Brooks Endicott. And we're going to talk a little bit about you, Brooks. But first, Natalie.
Brooks. We are so happy to have 2 new board members this year. We feel like having the expertise and the community knowledge will help us propel all of our efforts into the future. So Brooks Endicott is one of our newest. I'm going to let her introduce herself in a second. Dr. John Hanrahan also has joined our board. Mm-hmm. And if there is anyone in this community that knows the community as the former People's Health Clinic director and founder, it's him. So he is coming into this realm of mental health, and we're so thrilled to have him. He would have been here today. Not sure how he would have fit on the couch, but he was not able to be here today. But I feel like the community knows him pretty well, and a lot of the community knows Brooks as well. But why don't you talk about your areas of expertise?
Oh, well, first, I'm just so glad to be here, so thank you for having us. And yeah, I've lived in Park City for 25 years, and I used to be the director of public relations for Sundance Institute, so I have some experience being right in this studio. But in my time here raising my children, I have found that I needed the resources of mental health. Actually, I was thinking about it this morning. I had 2 children, one who had a physical ailment that needed some services, and another that had more of a psychological situation. And it was easy to find the resources for the physical. That was, call what knee doctor? Who do we go to? Not so easy the other way, because I didn't know about Connect. I did find out about Connect, and at that point, and that was about 5 years ago, I guess, it opened my world to so many amazing organizations. And I've been involved, I've lived here for 25 years, so I've been involved in all sorts of nonprofits. But this is my jam, and I'm so glad, and I was so honored when they said, come on board. I'm an addiction recovery coach, that's what I do now for work. But I see people struggling on all sorts of things, not just addiction, and I want to give back. So this is just a to me, it's passion and purpose coming together. So it's just really exciting. And John Hanrahan used to be one of my neighbors in Silver Creek, so I think it's fun that we came on board at the same time. So yeah, that's me. But I mean, it's not about me. It's about this amazing organization and all of the other nonprofits and other people that are service providers. I mean, we are so lucky to live in Park City where we have so many resources, and that's the best thing. And letting people know that they exist. That's why we're here.
And I'm so grateful to have you here back on Park City Television in this capacity. So I appreciate your time and your efforts in helping with Connect Summit County. And Natalie, it's been a little bit since we've had you here on our show. Please tell us a little bit about your role right now.
I am the current board chair. So we have just a really well-run organization at this time with Julia at the helm. And the board is really trying to guide the staff, although they don't need much guidance these days. No. And we are just trying to ensure that mental health stays a part of the discussion. I think everyone right now in some capacity is struggling. If they are not, they know someone who is. It's always been my goal to kind of make Connect Summit County be a blueprint for how other communities can handle their mental health. And that's really what we're striving for. So.
Yes, and achieving that too. But even though we're at the end of May, Connect has some great things going on, but we really wanted to acknowledge what is happening in our country right now. And with all of the mass killings, it is so disheartening. People are feeling rage. people are feeling depression, people are feeling anxiety, and it's not just the issues that we're having in this country. It's the planet is going through a lot of changes right now. We people on it are trying to cope. And so we feel that now more than ever, it is so important for us to say that if you are feeling any one of those emotions, any emotion that feels uncomfortable to you, we are here for you. We have a number you could call, and I want to make sure I don't mess it up, so I've got my card here. 435-775-HELP. 435-775-HELP. Please call us if you need anything. We do not want to have any more suicides in this region. We don't want kids to be suffering when they can reach out. If you are a student, you can reach out to us. We have, not only do we have some excellent peer navigators, one who speaks English, one who speaks Spanish, who can guide you through, but we have a bunch of support groups in this community. We have peer support specialists, we have providers, we have a lot of resources. So there is no reason why somebody should be fearful of picking up the phone and calling us. And if you don't feel like calling us right at the moment, go to connectsummitcounty.org and check us out, see what we're all about, make yourself feel comfortable with who we are. But when you're ready, we are here to serve our community and to help you find the people you need to make you feel better.
It's so important to get that information out. And Brooks, you've been a part of this community for so many years. You've experienced mental health within your family. And what, as a board member, what are you hearing from the community? We're coming off of a very tumultuous couple of years. We've got some really tough current events that are hard to understand.
Yes.
You're with the addiction, that's your specialty. What are you hearing from the people you work with?
I think that it's a great question. I think collectively people are seeing a rise in anxiety, particularly around the teenagers, younger kids even, and they're struggling on how do I cope with this, where do I go? And yet I'm also hearing a lot of optimism because we do live in a place where there are services if you happen to be a victim of domestic violence, or if you have you need to go to the People's Health Clinic, for example. We have addiction services. We have all of those things. And what I'm hearing is I just need to know where to go.
Right.
And so that's because that's part of it. First, I have to recognize that I need help. Then I have to think, well, now who do I ask for help? And one of the other things that's happening, and we're lucky to live here. We're lucky for so many reasons, but is that I think people are starting to realize, and what I'm hearing is a recognition that whatever is happening at the Addicott household is not just an Addicott household issue. It is a communal issue. It is our town, it is our county, it is our state, and that we can all rally together to move us out of isolation. You know, coming off of COVID with that pandemic where we were all so isolated, that was not a good thing for anything that was already existing. And people thought, okay, fine, now we're out of this. And then we have life, we have wars, we have shootings, we have other things. Knowing that, okay, I'm not alone in this, and that I have resources. But I think people are concerned. I think anxiety is really high. Substance abuse is enormous. Suicide ideation around our youth is on the increase. I just read a statistic today where, I mean, it's grim, but anxiety and depression are up 41% nationwide. That is enormous. So it can't just be, you know, there's so many ways to get over that, but first we need to know I need help. It's okay to need help. It's okay to want help. Where do I go?
So important.
Yeah.
So important. And Natalie, I know you've been very involved in the community with your other positions with Park City Community Church, with Connect Summit County. I have a similar question. What are you hearing from the community that they need as far as mental health resources?
I am hearing that they need mental health resources. And I think that when I first began my journey with family members struggling with their mental health, I was in that position as where do I go? Do I talk about this? Should I be ashamed of this? And all of these things that we're talking about today that are leading to these anxiety issues are unfortunately being normalized. They're becoming a normal part of our conversation. I want it's okay to not be okay to be words that are normal to say. It was just about 6-7 years ago when one of my children, she was going through her own mental health struggles, and I sat at home. I isolated myself. All of my friends were talking about their children going to prom and that, and my daughter didn't. And I went through my own kind of mourning and grief, and it wasn't about me. It was about her. But I isolated, and I am so proud of Connect Summit County and everyone involved with that organization, because since then we've been talking about it more. And I think that's what I'm hearing from the community is we need to talk about this. We need to normalize these thoughts, these feelings, these emotions, so everybody doesn't feel isolated, such as I did, and perhaps all of you.
Right.
Yeah, it's such an important discussion.
And so we'll just do this real quickly.
Yeah.
It's okay to not be okay.
I'm so thankful, all three of you, for being here today. I appreciate your time and everything that Connect Summit County is doing to help bring awareness and resources to our area here in Summit County and beyond. You don't need to be from Summit County to find their website, to find those resources there. They have a little bit more coming up for Mental Health Awareness Month, so be sure to find out more from their calendar on their website as well and follow their social media. And once again, thankful for them being here today. And that's it for our show this morning. We'll be back tomorrow on Friday at 7 a.m. to get you ready for your Memorial Day weekend. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.